Hey there. Have you ever gone to bed thinking, did I really say that thing in the meeting today? Or, what if I accidentally offended someone last week? And then, 3 hours later, you're wide awake, mentally rehearsing a conversation that never even happened? If that sounds like you, congratulations. You might be part of the elite club of overthinkers. Yes, we exist. And no, it's not just about worrying. It's a whole psychological roller coaster in your brain. Now, before you panic, let's break this down and have a little fun while we do it. First off, what is overthinking? Overthinking is like owning a tiny hamster in your brain that never sleeps. It runs on a wheel, constantly spinning, sometimes making noise, sometimes making no sense, but always moving. You might call it analyzing or planning, but really, it's your brain's way of saying, I think too much, but I don't know what to do with it. Psychologists say overthinkers usually process information in depth. That sounds smart, right? But here's the twist. Depth is great when you're solving a problem or learning a skill. Not so much when you're imagining all the ways someone might dislike your new haircut. Let's talk about why people overthink. Fear of making mistakes. Overthinkers are perfectionists at heart. Even something tiny, like choosing a restaurant, can feel like deciding the fate of humanity. If I pick the wrong pasta, everyone will judge me. Wanting control. Overthinking is basically your brain's way of saying, if I plan every possible scenario, nothing can go wrong. Spoiler alert, life doesn't care about your plans. Past experiences. Maybe someone hurt you, embarrassed you, or criticized you. Overthinking becomes a safety mechanism. You think about every tiny detail to avoid repeating the past. High empathy levels. Many overthinkers are hyper-aware of others' feelings. That's amazing, but it comes at a cost. You might sit awake wondering, did my friend think I was rude? Instead of just texting them, hey, are we cool? Here's the funny part. Overthinkers create problems that don't exist. Imagine this. You send a simple okay in a chat. 3 minutes later, you're thinking, did they find it rude? Did I sound bored? Should I send a smiley? Too many smileys? Too few? Meanwhile, the other person is probably thinking, cool, got it. That's right. Your brain is basically hosting a one-person drama series starring you. But it's not all bad. There's a bright side to overthinking. You notice details most people miss. That can make you an amazing problem solver. You are often empathetic and thoughtful. People appreciate you even if they don't realize it. You are careful. Impulsive decisions? Not your style. So yes, your brain is a bit of a hamster on steroids, but it has its perks. Now here's what happens inside your brain. Overthinkers often have an overactive prefrontal cortex. That's the area responsible for thinking, planning, and making decisions. It's like your brain's CEO constantly in meetings. And when that's combined with a hyperactive amygdala, the part that senses fear and threat, you get a perfect storm of, what if, oh no, maybe, ah. Basically, your brain is screaming, I can handle any problem, but I can also invent 57 more problems just in case. Signs you might be an overthinker. You replay conversations in your head, like a Netflix series. You ask yourself, but what if? At least 10 times a day. You lose sleep over things that probably don't matter. You overanalyze social media comments. Yes, even emojis. If you checked most of these, welcome to the club. We have coffee, existential dread, and endless mental debates about text messages. So, how do you stop overthinking? Set a time limit. Give yourself, say, 5 minutes to worry about something, then move on. Yes, your brain will protest. Ignore it. Write it down. Journaling can be magical. Seeing thoughts on paper makes them feel manageable. Focus on action, not thought. Instead of thinking, what if I fail? Do something small that moves you forward. Action kills rumination. Distract your brain. Exercise, music, cooking, anything to pull your hamster off the wheel for a bit. Talk to someone. Sharing your thoughts with a friend or therapist can break the overthinking loop. And remember, overthinking is habit, not destiny. Your brain can learn new patterns, it just takes practice. Here's a fun truth: even the smartest people overthink. Einstein, Newton, and yes, probably that one friend who can never pick a movie at the theater. They all had this hamster running wild. So, next time you catch yourself spiraling into what if mode, take a deep breath and smile. That brain of yours is just trying to be helpful, in its own chaotic way. Ending hook. If you've ever stayed awake thinking about a single text message, worried about a small mistake, or imagined 57 possible futures in 10 minutes, congratulations. You're human.